Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Waniazi Malik from class 5B, and today I'm going to be talking about the topic civil defense. So first, let us see what exactly is civil defense. Civil defense is an effort to protect the citizens of a state from military attacks and natural disasters. It uses the principles of emergency operations like prevention, mitigation, preparation, response, or emergency evacuation and recovery. Now let us see when exactly was the first Civil Defense Day celebrated. The Ninth General Assembly of the International Organization of Civil Protection approved the first day of March of each year a commemorative World Day of Civil Defense on December 18, 1990 at the International Conference Center in Geneva. The date when resembles the basic law of the organization was put into effect, which was on 1st March 1972. Now let us see the objectives of this day. Some of them are to recall the significance of fight against disasters of all kinds, to recall essential role played by the agency and departments of civil protection in the world, to notify civil protection agencies in various countries worldwide about the importance of consistency and unity in the performance of their mission, to remind all states of their duty towards the effective support of the functions and duties of the organization. This includes the dissemination, promotion, and development of civil protection against risks at the global level, to arrange symposia and lectures to educate the public on duties and obligations of civil protection, to distribute leaflets and posters to increase awareness of citizens and residents in coordination with institutions, companies, schools, and universities. Now let us see the work of civil defense during peacetime. Providing relief to affected people in emergency situation, training the volunteers to carry out the acts of civil defense, organizing the rules and the means of industrial safety and security, firefighting, fire extinguisher, rescue and ambulance, establishing operating rooms, centers for civil defense, and identifying the necessary specifications and supervisions of the shelters to protect the population, creating and preparing those civil defense formations of different majors and processing it with the necessary equipments and means, storage of various materials and equipments necessary to sustain life in war, emergencies, and disastrous situations, the preparation and implementation of necessary actions that aims to achieve safety and to avoid disasters and to remove its effects, in addition to providing cash subsidy, use the media to achieve the objectives of civil defense, implementation of the plans of evacuation and accommodation in emergency cases. Now let us talk about the events of World Civil Defense Day in Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, represented by the Directorate General of Civil Defense, celebrates alongside other member states of the International Organization of Civil Protection the World Civil Defense Day on 1st March each year, which this year is held under the slogan Civil Defense and Safety at Home. On this occasion, the civil defense is committed to present participations of government and private sectors to educate the public and deepen the concepts of awareness among them, so that they can tolerate by requiring of safety prevention of risks. It has been started in para of the recommendations of the Third Conference for Civil Defense and Civil Protection General Directors, which have been approved by the Council of Arab Interior Ministers in 1990 to 1991, that each state is at at option to memorize the occasion in its way. A state can delay or advance celebration if it conflicted with a religious or national occasion. Thus, praises are to Allah. The celebration of World Day of Civil Defense are performed all over Saudi Arabia, including various activities and festivals. Other celebrations and events in Saudi Arabia are parades and art exhibitions. Now, let us see the celebration mechanisms. Printing and distribution of brochures, manuals, and publications to increase awareness to deal with and how to prevent potentially danger in daily life of the public. Awareness through various media like television, press, and radio, through meetings and seminars, feature articles, and broadcast several radio interviews with officials. Concerts sponsored by provincial governors to shed light on the importance of the celebration of this occasion and the importance of sticking to safety requirements and concepts and to remind people of safety. Exhibitions of civil defenses machinery and equipment to show efforts made by the government, the custodian of the two holy mosques, and HRH, the crown prince, to achieve security and safety of the people. Besides the distribution of awareness publications, establishment of cultural competitions, and distribution of awards. Participation in government events coming alongside the celebration of the World Civil Defense Day to disseminate the principles and requirements for safety. Now, let us look at some other celebration mechanisms. Preparation of work programs for schools and institutes to visit civil defense centers to spread the concepts of safety and awareness on dangers and how to avoid such dangers. Organization of awareness convoys to move kingdom-wide in integration with the government and private sector. Give lectures by civil defense officers about the concept of civil defense and the World Day to be introduced in a number of basic and higher education institutes. A number of conferences by university professors focused on the World Civil Defense Day. Provide metal and cloth signboards bearing phrases indicative on the World Civil Defense Day at public squares. Organize rallies and marches in large cities for civil defenses mechanisms and equipments. Honor the nation and governmental institutions participating in the celebration of the World Day by awarding them certificates and accreditation shields. At the end of this presentation, I would like to thank you all for paying attention to my presentation. Thank you.